Hello, and welcome to today's special summary of the Essays of Warren Buffett. Lessons for Corporate America, a treasure trove of insights from one of the world's most successful investors, Warren Buffett. This book isn't just a collection of essays. It's a masterclass in business principles, corporate governance, and investment strategy, compiled and edited by Lawrence Cunningham. This book allows us to peer into Buffett's mind and understand the core principles that have guided his incredible success. Whether you're a business leader, an aspiring investor, or someone simply looking to improve your decision-making skills, this summary will give you practical and timeless lessons drawn from Buffett's extensive career. If you've ever wondered what it takes to build a lasting, successful business or how to think like one of the greatest investors of all time, this book will answer those questions. Let's dive into the lessons from Warren Buffett's essays that have shaped corporate America. Chapter 1. Corporate Governance. In this opening chapter, Warren Buffett addresses the importance of corporate governance and how its structure can significantly impact the success of a business. He advocates for shareholder-friendly policies and stresses the significance of integrity and transparency in corporate management. According to Buffett, one of the most critical elements of good governance is ensuring that management is aligned with the interests of shareholders. Buffett discusses the various methods of ensuring proper oversight, such as independent directors, strong board leadership, and policies that promote long-term thinking over short-term gains. He also warns against the dangers of managerial excesses, like overly complex compensation structures that serve executives more than shareholders. Key insight: corporate governance must focus on creating value for shareholders through integrity, transparency, and long-term management decisions. Proper alignment between management and shareholders is essential for a company's success. Chapter 2. The Nature of the Business. Here, Buffett emphasizes the importance of understanding the nature of the business you're in. He believes that successful companies are those that have a durable competitive advantage, what he calls an economic moat. This moat is a barrier that protects a company from competitors and allows it to generate consistent profits. Buffett highlights how businesses with strong moats tend to perform better over the long term. He discusses the different types of moats, from brand power to cost advantages, and explains why businesses with these advantages are less vulnerable to economic downturns. Key insight: the key to building long-term business success is identifying and cultivating an economic moat that keeps competitors at bay and allows the company to consistently generate profits. Chapter 3. The Role of Managers. Buffett shares his perspective on the role of managers, which he defines as people who should act with utmost care, integrity, and skill to protect the assets entrusted to them by shareholders. He praises managers who focus on creating long-term value rather than chasing short-term goals that may sacrifice the company's future. One of the key points Buffett makes is that managers should prioritize allocating capital wisely, making decisions that promote sustainable growth and profitability. He also stresses the importance of delegation and hiring talented individuals who can help the business grow without micromanaging every aspect. Key insight: effective management is about long-term thinking, integrity, and wise capital allocation. The best managers focus on creating value rather than maximizing short-term profits. Chapter 4. Investing in Businesses. In this chapter, Buffett delves into his investment philosophy. He explains how he evaluates businesses, emphasizing that he's not looking for the best deal in the stock market, but for businesses that have strong fundamentals, a competitive advantage, and the ability to generate consistent earnings. Buffett elaborates on his criteria for selecting businesses to invest in, noting that he looks for companies with solid management, a proven track record, and predictable cash flows. He also warns against speculative investments and advises investors to focus on businesses they understand. Key insight: when it comes to investing, Buffett stresses the importance of understanding the business, focusing on long-term value, and avoiding speculative risks. He believes in purchasing businesses, not stocks. Chapter 5. Financial Reporting and Transparency. Buffett discusses the importance of financial transparency in this chapter, arguing that investors must be able to trust the financial statements provided by companies. He emphasizes that misleading accounting practices can lead to disastrous consequences and that honest, transparent reporting is key to building investor trust. Buffett criticizes companies that use complicated financial statements to obscure the truth. He advocates for simple, straightforward reports that clearly outline a company's performance and its financial health. Key insight: transparency and honesty in financial reporting are crucial for building trust with investors and ensuring that a company's financial health is accurately communicated. Chapter 6: The Importance of Long-Term Thinking. In this chapter, Buffett dives deeper into his philosophy of long-term thinking, stressing that the best way to grow wealth is through patient, disciplined investing. He explains that markets can be volatile in the short term, but by focusing on the long-term potential of a business, investors can avoid the pitfalls of emotional decision-making. Buffett offers advice on how businesses should operate with a long-term mindset, making decisions that will enhance their value over time rather than seeking immediate rewards. He believes that businesses with strong fundamentals, operating with a long-term view, will always prevail. Key insight: the key to successful investing in business is long-term thinking. By focusing on sustainable growth and avoiding the temptation of short-term profits, investors and businesses alike will achieve lasting success. Chapter 7: Mergers and Acquisitions. Buffett shares his perspective on mergers and acquisitions (M&A), explaining that while many companies engage in M&A to grow, most acquisitions fail to deliver the promised value. He warns against overpaying for acquisitions and stresses the importance of thoroughly understanding the business being acquired. Buffett believes that most companies should focus on organic growth rather than looking for external opportunities to expand. He also emphasizes that any M&A activity should align with the company's core values and long-term strategy. Key insight: mergers and acquisitions can be a powerful tool for growth, but only when done carefully and with a long-term strategy in mind. Overpaying for acquisitions often leads to failure. Chapter 8: Risk Management. Buffett discusses the importance of managing risk effectively in this chapter. He highlights that risk is often misunderstood in the corporate world, with many businesses underestimating the true risks they face. He emphasizes the need for a conservative approach to risk management, where companies should avoid excessive leverage and focus on building a strong balance sheet. Buffett also talks about the importance of diversification, not just in investments but also in a company's operations, to mitigate the risks associated with market fluctuations. Key insight: effective risk management requires a conservative approach and an understanding of the true risks involved. Avoiding excessive debt and diversifying risk across various operations is essential for long-term success. Chapter 9: Corporate Social Responsibility. In this chapter, Buffett shares his views on corporate social responsibility, CSR. He believes that businesses should aim to make a positive impact on society, but he also stresses that the primary role of a business is to generate value for its shareholders. He argues that companies should integrate CSR into their strategy, but should not let it undermine their financial performance. Buffett stresses that businesses can have a meaningful impact on society while still focusing on profitability and long-term growth. Key insight: while companies should aim to be socially responsible, their primary goal should be to create value for shareholders. Corporate social responsibility should complement, not compromise, a business's financial goals. Thank you for listening to this comprehensive summary of the Essays of Warren Buffett, Lessons for Corporate America. As we've seen, Buffett's wisdom offers timeless lessons on corporate governance, investment strategy, risk management, and long-term thinking. By following his principles, you can not only improve your business decisions, but also build a solid foundation for long-term financial success. If you found this summary helpful, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more insightful book summaries. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know which book summary you'd like us to cover next, and we'll be happy to dive deep into the lessons from that book. Until next time, keep investing in your knowledge and making wise, informed decisions. Happy learning!